Jelani, Dwan. LOVE, ain't got a damn thing to do with you and me. This simply a meeting be functioning. Type of night where you want a little company. I ain't trying to say you gotta come home with me. That's the mission I'm on, little mama, you see. Turned up and I got my partners with me. Hit the club to see who's coming home with me. Now you can come around if you about to get down. We popping these bottles and watching women at the clown. Cause everybody trying to get to the crib to see a little bit of flash, so you know how it is. I'm looking out and I see it's a lucky few. I'm trying to pick which ones that I'ma do. I see a couple of bad ones, I'm looking to bag one and maybe get a girl and a friend too. So many ladies wanna come home with me. Even more crazy, they ain't trying to say tonight is gonna be pretty amazing. Once I get home, get them on the rooftop, get the body tucked to the point where it won't stop. Hey mama looking fly, let me get that. Love the way you walk by, let me get that. Girl, you got me on the ride, let me get that. By the end of the night, let me get that. Let me get that, let me get that. I can tell you wanna, let me get that. Let me get that, let me get that. Don't deny the fact that I'ma get that.
This is the perfect position you wishing that you could be. Behind the partition with E. Face down, ass up, bouncing to the beat. While listening to your favorite CD on repeat. In your past, girl, you been scorned. I'm working with a monster, girl, you been warned. I got your bra off with no problems, but your panties was torn. But like a good neighbor, I'm there like State Farm. I rock a charm that costs like 8 charms with black diamonds, so I nicknamed it Akon. Her ass so fat that I call it A-bomb. Her head so dumb that I call her A-blonde. She geeked up off of my stylist Dapper Dawn. She dripped up and draped out in Louis Vuitton. I pour on the charm, I hope it's not too thick. I'm looking for a first round draft and it's our pick. Baby, and that's it, a day in the life. All you gotta do is take a chance, roll the dice. Besides, who determined what's wrong or right? Especially if it's only one night. We can get it cracking in the back of the Benz. It's okay, you can invite over a couple of friends. And if your boyfriend tripping, then forget that. Sit back, slip that, snap you like a Kit Kat. Baby, let me get that.
Hey mama looking fly, let me get that. Love the way you walk by, let me get that. Girl, you got me on the ride, let me get that. By the end of the night, let me get that. Let me get that. I can tell you wanna, let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that. Don't deny the fact that I'ma get okay.
One time, girl, I don't know what to say, but I know you've been feeling on me by the way, and we can get it poppin' all night. Champagne bottles steady poppin' alright. Okay, hold up, I know what you want, girl. Put this in your phone, girl. Hey, you like it longer? Now what you got to say to me? Don't play with me, come stay with me, ho. Mac, I can show you that computer love. Ain't got time for no games, I'm just trying to hook up. Like kissing on your navel, girl, I might go down. Screaming that you love it, girl, I like that sound. Okay, no way, rotate them hips, she want foreplay. Okay, girl, can you strip? Cause I wanna bring out the freak in you. Girl, let me bring out the freak in you. Girl, I don't know you, but I hope that can change. I've been gone for too long, and you can tell by my face, so I don't think I wanna let this go. Got a couple things I wanna let you know. Say you got a man, baby, so what? Young Lonnie, show me love, baby, what's up?
Hey mama looking fly, let me get that. Love the way you walk by, let me get that. Girl, you got me on the ride, let me get that. By the end of the night, let me get that. Let me get that. I can tell you wanna, let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that. Don't deny the fact that I'ma get that.
Hello. Can you hear me? All right, we in the building today. Oh my goodness, I'm over here shaking everything. Let me step back a little bit. Stop shaking. All right, quiet down. Yes. How is everybody doing today? It is a lovely Monday. thank you all for coming in. I really do appreciate you being here. Let me see what we got going on here. Yes. So it is another episode of the King of Spades. Yes, you can join if you would like to join, Chris. I can get you in there. Give me a second. I'm gonna drop the link for you. As soon as I find it. But yes, if you want to jump on in, that would be perfectly fine with me. Let me see. There we go. All right, so we out here kicking it. Doing a thug dizzle today on this Monday. I am your host, Marcus, aka E. I don't care what you call me, as long as you call me, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're here just to have a little bit of fun, give you our perspective on certain things, man. Nothing too serious, all lighthearted. And what else we got going on here? I don't know. What am I doing here? Oh, if you don't know, I got a couple of other podcasts as well. You can join on Ace of Spades podcast. That's kind of where we do like political and just pop culture, whatever's going on in the atmosphere. And you can also join in on that's Sundays, every Sunday at 5:00 Central Time. And then we also have the Queen of Spades, which is the Queen of Spades is every Wednesday at 6:00. And then of course we're here today. So I'm glad that everybody was able to get in and come in. Hello, Samantha, how you doing? Samantha says, "Hey fam, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, who taught you how to do the emojis? I see you over there stunned." So today, let me do a little bit of house cleaning real quick. Okay. All right. So if you want to, you can donate to the stream if you like to, by the Cash App. I'll put it up here real quick. Any money goes to the stream and the stream alone. Also, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button when you step in, you know what I'm saying, just drag your finger right across that thing. And if you wouldn't mind hitting the subscribe and hitting the notification, that way every time we go live. Y'all know how the YouTube thing goes, you know what I'm saying? So I don't even know why I'm even getting into it. Y'all know what's up with it. Thank you for everybody who have so far hit the like button. I definitely appreciate it. They say it helps the algorithm. I have no idea. Just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside, and I appreciate it. It's a way to show some love to the stream. I appreciate it. What else do we got going on? Usually at the end of every month, towards the end, I like to do a little freestyle thing of just coming up with different topics and what you all would like to discuss and talk about from people in the comment section. I know sometimes people do not want to come on, which is perfectly fine. But if you do want to come on, please feel free to do so. But if you want to, just throw a topic at us, that'd be perfectly fine. Do not be afraid to interact with us. Everybody that is on here is friendly, and we do not bite. So please feel free to come in, join in, and have fun with us. All right. So without any further ado, let me go ahead and introduce the panel real quick. Let me see. All right. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to start with none other than Trap, man. Trap is an individual who has been with us for a very, very long time. If you do not know him, let me introduce you. His name is Trap LLC. You can find him actually on Twitch with the handle Trap LLC. All right, so you can find him there. You can also find him on what are you doing there? Oh, on Twitch he does the GTA, man. He be holding down on the GTA. He's getting back into Call of Duty. He said it. I haven't seen it yet, but I would love to see it. And even he has his very own podcast, man, for called When Bosses Speak podcast. And he does Instagram, Facebook. You can find him over there at To Rise Above Poverty LLC, where you can find events, everything he's doing, and clothing and all, man. This guy stay moving. Trap, man, how you doing today, good sir?
Doing good, man. I can't complain one bit. Went to school and just enjoying this good Houston food here. So,
All right. Oh, good. Houston food. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, Chris, do me a favor, man. Just cam up real quick. Give me a thumbs up before I get you in here. Well, it's good to have you here. And on the podcast, man. I really do appreciate it. I think Chris left out on me. All right. Next is you guys know this guy, man. I don't even need to give him an introduction, but I'm gonna give him an introduction. You better believe it because he fucking deserves it. I mean, he deserves it. Let me give it up for my homie, none other than Gooch the Prophet, man. You can find Gooch the Prophet at YouTube at Gooch the Prophet. You can find him on Instagram at @BigGooch__. You can also find him on Facebook at Gooch the Prophet and TikTok on Prophet Pressure. That's pressure spelled PRESHS. Hey, my guy, what is guys are doing today?
What's
man?
happening? What's happening? What's going on? Yeah,
Oh
we in this
man.
thing today.
Yes. All right. So, for those that are new to the podcast, man, if you want to come on, you are free to come on. Chris, I did not mean to scare you off. I just asked that you cam up. Only I'll see you. Just to make sure that you one of the fellas, because this is only a male's podcast. I don't no females allowed. And of any kind. Only men. On the podcast. So if you're okay with that, then I'm okay with it, and we'll get this thing going, man. And last but not least, man, this guy has been here since the damn beginning, along with Trap Man, holding it down. Please let me introduce the big homie, man. Y'all know him as Steve G. He goes by Dizriz ENT right now, but y'all know him as Steve. I know him as Steve G, man. If you don't know, you can find him on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Periscope at Dizriz TV. You can also find him on Twitch at www.twitch.tv /Dizriz. You can also find him right here on YouTube at Dizriz ENT, Dizriz Boondocks Review, and Dizriz TV. All right, now if you want to get some work done, man, he knows how to do the damn thing because he's got a degree from Full Sail University, so he's well versed in whatever it takes to create any cinematography any of your choosing. Whether it's I think you do commercial, video, music videos. He can even do a full length motion picture if you wanted to. You feel me? So that's what he does. And you also better believe, man, my homie got that merch. All right. So if you want to get some of that, man, go over there to Dizriz ENT merch.com. My guy, how you doing today, man?
Man, I'm good. How about yourself, brother?
Oh man, these guys, I'm doing great, man. Thank you for asking. These guys had me up last night. All night last night after the Ace of Spades, and we along with some other people as well, man. Shout out to Queen D, shout out to Tia, shout out to Kay as well. Out there, man. We was really getting it in and enjoying ourselves out there. Hey everyone, hey Kings, what up? Salute to you, Queen D, man. That's one of the queens in the building. And hey, Miss Samantha says, Kay, I had to leave, y'all. Oh, yeah, you had to leave. You didn't even say bye. My feelings was hurt. You didn't say bye. She said, I gotta go. I can only imagine why. You know what I'm saying? We talked about it before. But no, it was great discussion, man. We went into the wee hours of the night, and it was real productive on the things that we talked about. That's what I was saying, Riz. So I definitely we was in there getting yeah that part. We was in there having a good time and enjoying ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Next time, okay, you got to stay a little bit longer, man. It was a great time, man. It was a great time. So I'm back. We back here, man. We back about to get this thing on now. If you already read the title, it says, did feminism contribute to men and women positively or negatively? So whether it's individually or together, you know what I'm saying? Did this thing, what role did it play here? Now I want to get a understanding of what feminism is. All right, so feminism by the Webster dictionary says that it is a noun, and they say that belief in the advocacy of the political, economical, and social equality of sexes expressed especially through organized activity on behalf of women's right and interest. All right. So that's what the definition right there says. All right. So I think we're all kind of familiar with feminism. Would that be a fair assessment, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. 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 So so we got a baseline here. All right. Um, Trap man, do you think that before we get to these clips, do you think that feminism, what impact has feminism, if any, in your opinion, have on the culture, man?
I would say, I would say, I would say a good one. I would say a good one. Um, I would say there's other factors that could kind of make it seem otherwise. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that that's Hold on. Now, based off the Webster, I'm thinking about feminine energy. So, but based off of the Webster, can you give me that one a little bit one more time?
Yes. Okay. No problem, sir. So it says the belief in the advocacy of the political, economic, and social equality of the sexes, expressed especially through organized activities on behalf of women rights and interests.
Yeah, I think that's beneficial.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll go with that then. All right. Goose the Prophet, man. When it comes to feminism, from your side, do you believe has it had an effect? If so, positive, negative? What is your take?
I think that the effect, um, by the definition, has stirred up some confusion.
Mm,
Mm,
okay. All right, I'll take that because we're gonna get deep. I like the way you just put the little icing on the cake right out right
yeah.
on there without going too deep. You
Yes.
know we about to get into it.
Yes,
This
indeed.
is man. Your opinion. Do you think feminism has had an effect on the culture of men and women, and or has it not in your opinion, positive or negative? If so,
I believe it has been both. You know what I'm saying? But over the years, it seemed like it's just become a negative trait, so to speak. But back in the day, you know what I'm saying, I knew women that practice femininity. You know what I'm saying, and it was like the like what Destiny Child, like independent. You know what I'm saying, type shit. Um, women are strong, stuff like that. But it looks like it's taking a toll for the worse, so to speak.
okay, okay. I can dig that. I can dig that. Okay. So I mean, what are y'all in the comments? Let me know what y'all think, man. Has feminism affected men and women? Has it had an effect? If so, positive or negative in your opinion? I would love to hear from you all. Um while we go through that, I guess we'll go ahead, or while we wait for that, our we can go ahead and check out some videos. All right. So whew, I think Goose the Prophet hit it right on the head. I do think that there was some unintended consequences that may have arose from feminism. And we're gonna take a look at some of these and see if it fits or not.
A woman called me. She said, I'm 50 years old. I have 3 degrees. I'm a very successful entrepreneur, CEO. And I want you to know, Dennis, that I deeply regret that I followed the feminist advice at college. Because when I come home after a successful day at work to an empty home, no husband, no children, no family, it's not good.
We can't hear you. E.
Yeah, I know, man. Sometimes I like to move in silence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Uh,
Jesus was silent. Yeah.
but no, man. Yeah. So some lady is having an issue with being alone and being single. What I mean, Trap man. I think you said it was a positive. Does that sound like a positive to you?
Hell no. I mean, shit. I mean, that shit by their choice. Some women don't want to have kids, so if they don't want to have kids, I mean, hey, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? On some political shit, but on some multiplying. You know what I'm saying? On some having baby shit. You know what I'm saying? On some more black people in this world type shit. I just believe that. You know what I'm saying? Just be a good wife. You know what I mean? Like But I think them effects, like I said, like I think Steve hit it on the head too, bro. Like he said, it's just it is having some negative effects. Like overall, started as a good thing. Like anything, a lot of things starts as a good thing, but then like kind of just be taking turns for the left for like certain agendas and shit.
Okay, copy that, man. Yeah, it seemed like from what he was saying, she is a little disappointed that she missed out on some of those things, Prophet, that you often talk about in regards to family and the structure. What do you think about the clip we just saw?
I think that like okay, to just backtrack a little bit to make my point. I think that if someone tells you, like, let's say for instance someone says, you know, um on December, you know what I'm saying, 21st it's gonna rain, right? And then on December 21st it rains. Then they tell you on March, you know, the following year it's going to rain. Then it rains on March. And let's say for instance, uh they make 10 predictions, right? And all 10 are correct. Would you then believe that they're a reliable source as far as predictions? Most would say yes, you know. And I say all that to say, because in the Quran, you know, it makes certain predictions. It made certain predictions, scientific predictions. I won't go deep into that. Um, and it says in the word that that woman was created for man, you know, and man was created for woman. Also, the scientific data shows us that our anatomy, that male anatomy was made for women, and female anatomy was made for men. Um, so with all of this data that we have, factual, scientific, proven data that we have, it's just hard to believe that a man or a woman will want to be alone without a family to come home to. And I think what happens is that women, uh, a lot of women are delusional. Not to say that men aren't, but I think women are more delusional than men. So uh, if they're, I'll put it in a winner loser perspective, and we chat about this a little bit. If they're losing, they'll do something that you see children do. You know what I mean? As far as like try to make losing cool. You know what I mean? It's just like if you see somebody with a nice car and you be instead of, you know, congratulating them or acknowledging it's a nice car, like, oh well, my car is better because I like my car. It may be a lemon. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh yeah, well my car is better. I like my car because I've had it for so long, and you know what I mean. So I think that um, women are in delusion that they don't yearn for children and a family in most cases. Now there's always a one off because there's no absolute truth. But at the same time, I think that the majority of women that say, "Oh, I want to," you know, I don't want a family or I don't want a husband. I think that those women are in denial within themselves, you know, because that's the way it was designed to be. Rather you follow the religious revelations, divine revelations, or if you just follow science, you know. So I think that the gentleman where he was speaking to was definitely factual.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, man. I think we got a lot of our women's are samurais that they pull out that knife and just fall on that thing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Because I
yeah.
tell you, man, when you said that, yes, I agree wholeheartedly. Because I got little girls, man, and one of my little girls, you know, you'd be like, well, I'm gonna take this away from you. You know what I'm saying? Well, I didn't want it anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
Even though she
exactly.
knew that she really deep down wants the very thing that I'm taking, but she can't let you know it, right? She can't
Exactly.
she can't let you
But
know it. So yeah, I agree 100% with that. Not even only do I agree, but Queen D also agrees. She said that it affects it negatively. She also says, "Go ahead, Prophet, pressure, speak yo ish. I'm an advocate for the truth." Amen for that one.
because what happens is, they end up sacrificing their life for their careers.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? And they kind of blame the career for their life, and then they may blame their life for their career.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, um, it's just like, the guy said, man, the lady, she regrets it now. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Because every woman, you know what I mean, wants a family, man.
yeah. And that's the thing too. I think that a lot of times, Steve, I think they think, excuse me, I think they think there's more time than there really is. And I think sometimes they might fall behind on that. But in regards to what he said, he was when talking about what the lady said. What do you think about that?
It's crazy. Like Prophet hit the nail on the head with that one. Back in the day, I was thinking while you was talking, Prophet, that back in the day, masculinity or well, not masculinity. Let me correct that. Being a male chauvinist and femininity actually were almost like tit for tat, so to speak. Damn, I don't know if I could put it. My damn camera changed. But anyway, it was it used to be like, what I'm saying, you used to have your male chauvinist and your feminine woman, or I can't remember what it's actually called right offhand, but for the male chauvinist, it was always looked or frowned upon, right? But for the feminine or femininity, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was in that corner, or all the women were backing that up. And then, what I'm saying, like in the 90s, early 2000s, you got your survivors, your independent women, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, bring it up to today, like you said, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel that the same way that male and female are meant to be together. You know what I'm saying? But when a woman practice or put forth her femininity too much, she ends up lonely, you know what I'm saying, or sacrificing for her job. You know what I'm saying? She ends up by herself. And you can't get that time back. I think it's overall it should be a balance, you know what I'm saying, across the
Yeah.
board. And that's where that mate can help you balance, you know what I'm saying, so to speak, or what you got going. On what priorities are you putting forth, and what are you putting on the back burner? You know what I'm saying? Because like if like say for instance, a female want to have a child, right? She wait until she 50. You know what I'm saying? Her eggs might not be fertilizing. You know what I'm saying? It's too late. You can't get that back. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with, once you get over the hump, so to speak, when you get older, you want to like thought and do all this other stuff in your 20s and 30s. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get in your 40s, oh, now you want to settle down. Who's to say, what I'm saying, a qualified or a successful male is going to want that? You know what I'm saying? Because of that track record, because of that background. You know what I'm saying? So I totally agree with definitely what Prophet was saying.
Oh yeah, man. I used to like me a thotty back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Queen D says, our son have done that same thing too, though, Big E. Yes, yes. Don't be coming from. I said I had daughters, Queen D. I wouldn't talk about everybody's kids. I was talking about mine, Queen D. But you definitely 100% right. And I think that it speaks to a child's mindset. Queen D says yes, Diz, Riz, and them survivor and independent women have kids and husbands, Destiny's Child, etc. All right, I'm a survivor. Yeah, go ahead, Queen D.
Hey, and that's exactly what they gonna be, and I agree. Like if that's, but hey, I agree they should have the right to do it. That's why I say on some political shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Because just as much women that want to do that, it's a bunch of women who want to be submissive wives. You know what I'm saying? Just as much women that want to, what I'm saying, be Ebony K and go career 100% over family. That's what she value. Hey, that's what she value. You're gonna have some women that value family, and that's going, what I'm saying, it's gonna be the other way around. Find what the fuck fits your ass. People got to realize what it is they want and go for what they want. And like folks say, LaDonna, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Prophet, nigga, like a lot of people delusional. It ain't even just women, it's men and women. It's just a lot of people be delusional. They don't really know what it is that they even actually want. Then once
I
they get
think
what they think they want, they don't want it no more.
I think that what it is that, you know what I'm saying, the reason why we have career women is because they just they don't want to do the job. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to. And now in some cases it's different, but I think a lot of cases they're just running from their responsibilities. They don't want to compromise with the man. They don't want to raise kids. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. You know what I mean? It's almost like, you know how we were talking about the stay-at-home husband. You know what I mean? Like, why you get to do this? You know what I'm saying? I want to do that too. So I think it's more so like, oh, you get to go to work. It's more so like looking at you like you get to go to work and you get to go handle business, and why can't I go do that? You know what I mean?
Grass is green on the other side type of thing.
Exactly, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that 100%, man. So, you know, to take it off of that lady, what could a man have done, Trap, to I don't know to what could a man have done to fix that, I guess. I don't know. I don't cuz I know a lot of people, you know, it seems like it's uneven sometimes. So I want to see, is there any way that is it a man's fault? Like like what's the situation here? Is it a man's fault? Is there something a man could have done to prevent this? Did she not run across the right type of man? She ran across all the wrong man. Like what was that situation?
What's crazy, man? One, it's a lot, like I said, it's a lot of people that's delusional. You know what I'm saying? They they got kids by a person that, you know what I'm saying, they be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people that be having kids and they be like, damn, why the fuck I got kids with your ass, you know what I'm saying? And then I got like, and then it be like, motherfucking, like, bro, like, it's just a lot, bro. I think that, like Lana said as well, like, they running from the responsibility, you know what I'm saying? And like, man, bro, and then unrealistic expectations, you know what I'm saying? I think that that's the play as well, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers not meeting each other where they at.
Okay, okay. Are men responsible for this, Prophet?
I don't think that men are could possibly be responsible. I think that, for instance, I came to this conclusion in my thoughts last night. I was thinking, um women, they may say they want this and want something completely different. Um, so they're not really direct with what they want.
Mhm.
So even if she came across the right man, she probably told him like, "Hey, I don't think this is gonna work." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When in actuality, she wanted something different. I think that their nature plays a major role in this, and I think that for a woman to choose a career path versus being married off and having kids and being a nurturer, I think not only does it devalue women, I think that or devalues that particular woman. I think that it goes against their nature as well. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
I,
Okay.
I don't think there's nothing a man could have done.
All right. Is there anything a man could have done from your perspective on this, Dizriz?
Hell no. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I look at it in a sense like Prophet hit it, you know what I'm saying? Like in regards to like, that might have been what she wanted, what she requested. But you know what I'm saying? I think sometimes females deal in fear in regards to it, especially if they have a slate where they building, or trying to be independent and stuff like that. They might not be thinking that they're being selfish with putting that male on the back burner, so to speak. That was your chance. You know what I'm saying? That could have been your husband. Now you didn't just kicked him to the curb because you had other priorities, which everybody has their own priorities, right? But the thing is, though, you might not get that same opportunity again. You know what I'm saying? So I think that definitely it's the female's fault in regards to that.
They want
Okay.
approval from their peers is the problem. You know what I mean? I've experienced that firsthand. It's more so about how their peers or their friends view them. You know what I mean? If women, I think that human beings, period, were meant to be servers or followers of something. Everybody yearns that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like with women, I feel like, in some cases with men as well, but I think it's more so with women. They care about how they're viewed amongst their peers. So if she's in a college class or whatever, and feminist is the popular thing to do, you know what I mean? And she meets a guy, they gonna be like, "Oh, girl, why you with him? Why you know what I'm saying?" And that I think that plays a major factor of other people's opinion. You know what I mean? Is heavily influenced in that as well.
Okay, okay. Well said, well said. Let me see what some of the comments think around here. Miss Kaya Mills says women do the choosing, so it's the woman's fault. So I think she kind of agrees with you on that one, Prophet. Queen D says provide and make her feel secure. Some women don't feel safe in their situations, so I guess they feel the man will leave them high and dry. Sometimes it's competition between the sexes. Says Queen D. And Kay also says the problem is some women don't experience enough to know what they want until it's too late. Ooh, I disagree with that one, Kay. And Queen D, she stamped it with a kaboom, Kay, in the panel. Hey, no, no, no. See, this is what I think, man. When it comes to this, y'all can let me know. But I think that when you hear of women involved with so many men, right? And when
Hmm.
you deal with so many people, it's just natural that some people are going to be better at certain things than others. So I feel like the more choices you have to choose from, the harder it is for you to pick, especially if you've been with these people intimately, right? So because you're forever going to be comparing each ones to the last ones, right? Well, this one did this one, well, that one did that one, right? Because even men and women sometimes do it when they're in the beginning of a relationship and be like, well, such and such did this, such and such did that, right? So it
Yeah.
it makes it for a worse experience because if you only have vanilla, right,
Hmm.
then you know nothing else. All you know is vanilla. So you enjoy vanilla. But if you go to Baskin Robbins and they say you get 31 different flavors, well, shit, which one do I choose? I mean, I like the way this texture. I like this one that got the nuts in it. This one got the swirls, though. I like sprinkles. You know what I'm saying? So now you're trying to combine and make this perfect ice cream when, you mess yourself up when you're just dibbling and dabbling from my
Also,
experience.
to add to that, which I agree with you. To add to that, I think that when women are messing with so many different people, or when they display traits, like a lot of a man knows how he's gonna deal with you, like within the first 48 hours or less. You know what I'm saying? Um, he knows, like, if this thing is gonna go serious, or if it's not. You know what I'm saying? And that will determine on your behavior. Like if a guy approaches you and he's kicking it with you, and he's spending time with you, women may say, "Oh, he likes me. He's spending time with me, and he's such a gentleman. And he's doing all that." Yeah, he's doing that to get something from you, which is sex. You know what? I seen it on the podcast. They said, I think they call it the sex zone, like
Mhm,
how women put men in the friend zone.
mhm.
Men decide if you're gonna be in the sex zone or not very quickly, depending on
Yeah,
your behavior, and they'll continue to get the sex from you, or they'll put you in the friend zone as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, she's just gonna be my home girl, or
yeah,
I'm just gonna smash her. I'm just gonna knock her down.
yeah,
Or you know what? I kind of like her. I'm gonna take her serious. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I don't think that women are aware of that. You know what I mean? They may think, oh, well, I got a body count, and he's taking me on dates, and he's doing this, that, and the third, but he's not gonna take you serious unless you force him to, which is force creates resistance, and that's going to end up failing later on down the line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think it's sometimes they think they can play the game as well, but they're a little
Exactly.
bit more emotional. So,
Yeah,
you
when
know,
them
it may,
emotions get involved, it's a wrap.
yeah,
It's
then
a
it's a
wrap.
whole different thing, man.
Yeah.
Because now it's not just, oh, we just I put you in the sex zone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
no, now you all of a sudden, why you didn't come home? Why you over there? When we gonna be able? Now all this other shit comes in,
Yeah.
so they don't play the game quite as well. Most women, I think.
That's when your
Um,
car start getting keyed up and shit.
you feel me? Well,
Yeah.
that sounds personal. Queen D, Prophet sounds life following to me. Maybe they should follow a man's lead instead of their friends. Ooh, okay. Shots fired. Kay says, but if they've been with the same character of men, then you find a good one. Time has passed by then. I think I might have read that wrong. But if they've been with the same character of men, then you find a good one. Time has passed. Okay. So I think you're saying that by the time they find a good one, time has passed. Um, yeah, I mean, I think that's twofold because I think a lot of time they pick the same character, like you said, which are usually the not good characters. But they're thinking that they're going to make a relationship out of them, which they already the guys already know, man, this is recreational. I'm going to have fun. A lot of them is hobo sexuals, right?
Mhm.
So and next thing you know, the Xbox and the Jordans is in your house, and you don't know how the hell it got there. So I think a lot of times that happen. So I mean, yeah, no, I think when it comes to the good guy, I think that they run across them, they just can't see them.
And
So
it's
can you
people.
define hobosexual? Because I want to add something to that.
All right, yeah. So a hobosexual is basically someone who deals with you in order to get a place to stay. I.e., you know what I'm saying? They might be like, "Hey, we kicking it. Can I come over?" Next thing you know, they just don't leave. Right? They eating up the baby's juice boxes and snacks and playing 2K and ain't contributing anything to the household. And now you're like, "How the hell do we get here?" Those are usually your hobosexuals, and
Do
usually that's
I
because that's
I
all that you have to
let me,
offer.
do hobosexuals cook or clean at all?
No.
All right, so I think that a hobosexual, I think that women who come into your life and they end up being career women and not taking care of you, nurturing or giving you kids, I think they're hobosexuals as well.
Wait, say that again.
I think that because a hobosexual sounds to me like, and correct me if I'm wrong, a hobosexual sounds to me like a man that's not doing what a man is supposed to do. And I think
Um,
that,
No, not really. It's more so using.
mhm.
I need a place to stay, so I do what I got to do to get into your place to stay. That's basically what it is. So they use the women.
Well, I think that, we should come up with a name for career women. You know what I'm saying? Women that come into your life and they don't do no cooking or no cleaning. They just want
They
to
call
work.
modern women.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call modern women. They
Yeah.
already got a name.
Because I
They're
think it's
modern
kind
women.
of, I think it's kind of, it's not exactly the same thing, but I think
Yeah,
it's kind of in the same ballpark. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, a woman may trick you and you be thinking like, okay, I got me something here, and then you get her and she's not cooking, she's not cleaning, she's focused on her career,
Okay,
she's not
so
trying to.
That's false advertisement right there.
yeah, we got
Yeah.
some of those. Some of them are called chameleons as well. We'll run across some of them here in a little bit whenever we go through some of these things. All
All
right.
right.
Let me see. Did I already read that? But they've been good past. Yes. And then Queen D says need better male role models in women's lives from youth, so they know what to go for and what not. Fathers are important. Uncles, grandfathers, etc., are important. Well said, Queen D. A homosexual is a leech. Yes, Queen D. Profit not if the career woman is paying bills. Yes, well said, Queen D know the vernacular. All right,
Yeah.
shit. Shout out to you, Queen D. So we got another video, man, dealing with feminism. We're gonna take a quick look at that, and then we'll come back and talk about it. It's basically, it has feminism blurred the lines, is the question.
I'm going to say this again for some of you. Feminism paved the way for the trans agenda. None of this would have been possible without feminism. And I know that ticks off the old school feminists who say, we're fighting against this. I know you are. But that doesn't mean you didn't unknowingly or otherwise support the movement that led us to this, which is where womanhood is all but meaningless and anyone who feels like a woman can be one. Feminists, you have repeatedly denied the differences between men and women. You have destroyed the differences between us. You have eviscerated traditional gender roles on the basis that they were formed in socialization rather than in biology. You have made women into second-rate men. You have encouraged women to see our most powerful asset, our ability to give life, as an avenue through which we are oppressed rather than the avenue through which we find liberation and fulfillment. And now you're mad, feminists, that a man can slap on some makeup, maybe shoot up some estrogen, call himself a woman, and demand the right to be treated as such?
Sorry, man. I had to unmute my mic.
Hey, that beat went hard though.
You know what I'm saying? That was a lot. So I mean, Trap, man, have the feminist movement blurred the lines of what man and woman is?
It's definitely diminished. It's trying to diminish gender roles 100%. I can see that.
All right. Okay. All right, Gooch the Prophet, man. Yeah, has feminism, in your opinion, blurred the line of what man and what female is? What male and female is?
Yeah, because they say comparison is the thief of joy. So automatically, once they start comparing themselves, the grass is greener. Start comparing themselves, to a man, they automatically start devaluing themselves. There's so many things that are wonderful about being a woman, so many things that are extremely powerful about being a woman, and I think the feminists definitely played a role as being a catalyst to that movement.
Yeah. Steve, man, has feminism blurred the line between male and female, in your opinion?
Oh, definitely. That's what I was hitting on earlier in regards to it. The feminist trait, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's what I was saying. So feminists and the damn, I can't even think of it now. Not masculinity, but it was, you know what I'm saying, male chauvinist. That's what I was trying to think of. You know what I'm saying? Feminists and male chauvinist was always frowned upon, you know what I'm saying? But it seemed like the feminine or females draw to that more, and they up it in the beginning it was like an upbill standpoint, and now, you know what I'm saying, like old girl said in the goddamn video, you know what I'm saying, now the feminists are getting mad that males are putting on dress and goddamn lipstick and wigs and shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they created that monster, you know what I'm saying? They voted that shit in the office, so hey, you reap what you sow. Ain't that what the Bible say? I think that's a scripture that I know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you reap what you sow. You spoke that shit into existence. You open that Pandora box. Yeah, you got it. What you gonna do with it?
Yeah. Hey, thank you. I want to give a big thanks to everyone who have come in and slide their finger across that like button. I really do appreciate it, though, that you take the time to do that. And thank you for everybody in the comments. Kay and Queen D have definitely been holding it down, man, and I appreciate everything that you've been saying. If y'all are here and y'all want to communicate with us, I can't even communicate right now. If y'all want to communicate with us, feel free to jump in and don't be shy, man. We are all, it's all love around here. So let me see. What was I think Queen D was saying something. Queen D said the people that lack melanin are talking the truth. Dang. yeah, I see Becky over there getting it in. Hey, the truth is the truth, man. I don't think that it's, we talk about our culture in specific, but I think this is something that's hidden across everywhere. And one of the things that I've noticed, especially when dealing with my culture, man, is that I hear a lot of black women say that they're tired, man. I hear a lot of I'm tired. We're gonna take a quick look at that and see what's going on here.
Gonna say it, and maybe I'm not even preaching to the choir, and this is something that's just me, but I am tired of being independent. I am tired of being the hashtag girl boss 24/7. I like that I have independent qualities, but constantly trying to fill the role of the independent, strong woman is tiring. Or just being an independent, strong person, period. And I know, because I'm not only the eldest, I'm the first generation American and first generation college student for my family. This high standard that I have been trying to uphold constantly is draining me mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and even physically. I'm tired. And I need to learn that true strength comes from balancing the two spectrums, not to be completely dependent, but not to be hyper independent. I'm just tired. And social media glamorizes that unsustainable, unhealthy lifestyle. And I'm going to be the first to say that I'm tired.
Amen.
She is tired. No, I keep forgetting. I'm gonna get it down. I promise. But she is tired. Man. It seems like they may have been dealt a bad deal here. What says you, Trap? They, like she said, especially, thank you, baby, especially in social media and things like that. They're pumping this stuff to them, right? I think that the men are saying, "Hey, man, relax, chill, we got you," but they're getting pumped with this stuff so much so that they have been indoctrinated, I believe, in believing these thoughts to the detriment of their own self. What do you think?
Man, the grass, it's like, man, she thought the grass was greener, you know what I'm saying? She tired of stepping in mud, you know. It's a whole bunch of mud, it's a whole bunch of bullshit she stepping in. Keep stepping in it. Cause you know we step in it, nigga. We stumping it all day, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We would keep them in the grass. You know what I'm saying? We like, hey, go chill in the backyard with the sunset, with the pool. You know what I mean? We like, we gonna get in the mud. You know what I mean? But nigga, shit is real in the mud. We gotta get out the mud, nigga. Nigga, you down here with the real ones. You gotta get ready, nigga. Shit, you thought you was gonna be in that good TV grass, nigga. Hell no, nigga. Shit ain't sweet. Like, but hey, if you prefer that, more power to you. I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, like, you gonna get tired. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they think like, okay, it's like, oh, I can do it. Yeah, we ain't never said you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? We just, you know what I'm saying, like just trying to compromise. But sometimes this, you think the fact is you think it's easier. It's a cop out. You want to use the cop out that you could do it and rather just go do it and get tired and then just be like, you know what? Like she said, you know what? It's easy to just balance and compromise and be a woman and be submissive and do these things. And it's easier. Yes, it is. Like it is, nigga. When we try to tell y'all, but y'all want to make things hard for yourself. And that machine pump it up. It's like a big ass advertisement, nigga. The best advertisement you man world have ever seen, nigga. This shit is packaged to the T. Like it's just a big advertisement, and they soaking it in from the TikToks, from the songs, from it all. You know what I'm saying? They're not realizing like this shit is like propaganda. That this shit just fake as fuck, nigga. Polarization. You know what I'm saying? They ain't realizing that shit.
Man, you just opened my eyes here. When you said the machine pumping it out, man, all I could think of is like corporations used to just have men. Now they doubled their fucking their people because now they added in women. So now they saying, you know what, we used to have the men slave because that's what we were built for, to slave over these things. You know, working in the coal mines, the heavy lifting, the tossing, the fighting, the tussling. That's what we were made for. And they said, no, we need more. We need more people. Let's bring in the women. And they said, I'll be glad to come in. That's wild that you said that, man. Gooch the Prophet, man, what do you think about what she's saying about as far as her being tired and all that?
Um, I agree with Trap. I think that it's some. Well, first of all, to her, I think that I'm I'm willing to bet. Like I'm not a gambling man, but if I had to place a bet, you know what I'm saying, I'm willing to bet that she's ran off her husband. You know what I'm saying? Or the man that would have been her husband. You know, I don't think it's necessarily too late for her to come across another one, but they don't come back to back like that. You know what I'm saying? So she might have to, it may be a while, but hopefully, the next time that she does come across the right guy, she'll be intact. Also, to speak to the machine and advertisement, I think it's really funny because I in the Torah, not try to get too religious on you guys, but in the Torah it talks about how Satan had a sales pitch, um, and his sales pitch to Eve was like, um, the same deal. You know what I mean? Like you, Adam, you'll be like Adam and God. Your eyes will be open. That God don't want you to know, so you know what I mean? To try to tell her that the grass is greener on the on the other side. So I think that it's just the same. This has been going on since the beginning of time. Like this agenda as far as like trying to reverse the roles. I think that once you reverse the roles, then you won't have people. You'll have exactly what's going on. You know what I mean? Trouble in the dating pool, a lot of adversity between male and female, and that slows down the procreation of people having kids and having families, and what I'm saying, growing and being powerful, being strong on the earth. You know what I mean? So I agree with Trap.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Diz Riz, same thing to you, good sir. Being that she's tired, she doesn't want to be doing this. Uh, has feminism worked? Does it seem like it's working for her?
Negative, and like what you were saying with Trap and how Gooch broke those statements down in regards to it. I was thinking of how what I'm saying, when it comes to like, if you continue to see stuff in your face, if you continue to keep reading stuff and hearing stuff, even though you might not believe it, eventually you might come to a agreement with yourself, like, this shit is real. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what this about. And next thing you know, you caught up in that goddamn matrix, what I'm saying, following this shit or trying to achieve more, achieve more, achieve more. Now you done left all the things that you were supposed to fulfill in life behind. Yeah, you probably can make it up when you get older, but now you woe up. You woe out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, she tired. She looked like she 25. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm tired. I'm 43. God damn it. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people need to just wake up, and like Prophet always say, they need to seek truth. You know what I'm saying? In regards to like just healing themselves and finding out what's right for them. You know what I'm saying? Versus trying to follow these trends and shit. Because it's sickening. You know what I'm saying? Like, my oldest daughter is 24. She looks like she's damn near my oldest daughter's age. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy for her to say she tired. Nigga, you just was born. I didn't did that twice. You know what I'm saying? So come on, man. It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one. Let's see what the comments talk about. Queen D, yep, because you doing too much. We didn't find you a good man and let him take some of that weight off your shoulders. I feel that. Kay says there are certain roles men or women are not meant to fulfill. I agree with you on that one. Queen D says talk yo ish trap. You feel me? Queen D says now they're going to robots. You think that's by accident? Because now the men and women, they tired, they ain't doing it, they ain't creating babies no more. So now they gotta do something, because people they ain't reproducing like that. So yeah, they going to machines. You're 100% true. And she said stew. I like stew. Yeah, my grandma used to make some great stew. Yes. So I definitely agree with everyone when it comes to that. Now, this is kind of the what was I talking about? The chameleon aspect here, man. I think this is where sometimes women say some things, but it ain't really what it is. Because it's this thing called soft girl era. I don't know if y'all heard of it.
Boy, I need my booty rubbed. I need my back rubbed. I need my feet rubbed. I need to be rubbed. Did I say I need my booty rubbed?
I am so tired of being a strong, independent woman girl boss. I want to pretend like I don't know how to put air in my tires, pretend like I don't know that there's no such thing as premium air, and I never want to touch another doorknob. I want to be in my soft girl era.
Soft girl era, man. Do not be confused by these guys. Do not be confused. These are what you call chameleons right here. You notice
Yeah, I
how
was
one of
about
them
to say,
led.
where all the ugly women at?
You know what I'm saying? That you notice one of them led with my butt rub. Trap. Chameleon, man, this is when someone definitely is pretending to be a soft girl, someone who wants to be in a feminine, but they definitely ain't about that life. What do you think about this, man?
Man, I think I think it's some bullshit. Like, man, it's some bullshit. Like, and it's a lose lose situation. You're tired of being independent. You don't want to be a submissive housewife. What do you want to do? How can we please you? How can we make you happy at the end of the day? And I'm open to all suggestions. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very logical man here. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I think that like I just bro, at the end of the day, you can give them what they want, bro. It's just not. It's just that. It's just not. You know what I mean? It's like Franklin Saint Auntie. I think of Franklin Saint Auntie a lot when we talk about this shit. Louis, I ain't gonna lie. Cause why the fuck Jerome died? You know what I'm saying,
He
bro?
died.
Oh, nigga, shit, you late as fuck, so I don't give a fuck at this point. But nigga, I'm just saying, bro. Like, bro, think about it. Like, you want to be instead of just leading and being a follower. You know what I'm saying? You already got all the money and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And instead of leading and being Jerome and let him, you know what I'm saying? Instead of that disagreement come in, and they already have the thought of, hey, I can do it. I possibly do it better. You know what I'm saying? And it's when that compromise come in because it's like, oh, we can compromise with a woman. All right, you're right. Let's go with your way on this decision. But it's when it's the other way, and they don't necessarily want to go our way on this on quote unquote decision, and they want to, you know what I'm saying, go, hey, it can lead to other things. You know what I'm saying? And then when she go to her way, she gonna still find out, hey, that still wasn't the right shit. Now she in the fucked up outcome because of what? Because she ain't wanna uh, you know what I'm saying, fulfill her role, as Kate said.
All right, all right. What you what you over there eating, man? You sound it sounds real good.
Oh no, nigga, I was eating some Swamp Kings. That shit was alright. It was cool. It was alright.
Okay. Yeah, I was telling Steve, man, you sound like Pops when he be tearing up them grapes and shit.
Every time I come in the
Every
kitchen,
time I come in the kitchen. Yeah, Prophet, man. What do you guys say about that, man? You see the first lady started off with rub my booty. And then the other one talking about she want to be in her soft girl era. What you think about that, man?
I think that a lot of women they want those things, but they don't want what comes with those things. You know what I mean? Women are set up there and say that they want this and want to be in their soft girl area, but then when you say, hey, we gotta do this A, B, and C, you know what I mean? Why we gotta do A, B, and C? Why we can't do this? You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't think that a lot of the women that are saying that that's what they want are doing the things to get that. You know what I mean? Because those are not um they're not they're attractive women, you know what I'm saying? By by the public standard, you know what I mean? Um but it's like, so you would think like, a guy, I'm pretty sure there's some guys that'll rub her booty and put air in their tires, but it's like either they don't want those guys, you know what I'm saying, or they're not willing to compromise with the guys that they're getting. So it's like, when I'll tell you a short story. When I first moved to Florida, really Clearwater, when I moved to Clearwater, I call them strays. I would pick up strays, you know what I'm saying? And um I would see like like so many bad girls, you know what I'm saying? Me coming from Virginia and Mississippi, like, you don't just be seeing a bunch of bad chicks just walking down the street all the time, you know. So it's like, I was, and I had some wheels at this time, so I run down on, hey, shawty, what's happening? You know what I mean? And then I realized why they were walking. Then I had to say to myself, well, damn, you know, as fine as you is, why you ain't got no man driving you around? You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't got, and it be because they be on some BS. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, same thing if a woman is old and she don't got no kids or no husband. That's one of the things you think, like, damn, you know what I mean? Why she been single so long? What you know what I mean? What happened? You know what I mean? So I think that that plays a factor into it too. But to answer your question, I think that it's cap. I agree with Trap.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This Riz, man. You see these ladies out here want their butt rubbed. I mean, she a little young tenderoni. You know what I'm saying? Back in my day, I wouldn't have hesitated to rub some cocoa butt on that.
I still will. And I
Yeah.
do it for started booty rubbing service.
You know what I'm saying? I put my elbow in it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't do that shit. They don't know that technique, but that's what I would do. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hit them with the thumbs. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I would definitely provide the services, and I'm pretty sure she's not at a lack of gentlemen who would want to do that. But what's going on with this scene? Because it seems like, to me, it seems like an attention grab. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's something that's trending. It is a attention grab. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like they probably done ran off the men in their life. You know what I'm saying? Not willing to compromise, and so on and so forth. One thing that came to mind. I'm gonna keep it short, but one thing that came to mind was a young lady that grew up on my block. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody wanted her. She was the finest thing walking in Inglewood type shit. You know what I'm saying? But the killing part, she was walking. She didn't have a man. You know what I'm saying? All the females on the block had a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Or the males had girlfriends and shit, but she was always by herself. And now that I see that, you know what I'm saying? I think what it was is that she put her standards too high. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I want to say recently, within the last 10 years, she got married. But like I said, I'm 40. I'll be 44 this year, and I think she's like 7 years older than me. So she got married at 45, 50, which is nothing wrong with that. But it was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like you didn't put all this to the side. Now she did have a child, but I think she missed out on the loving years of marriage because 9 out of 10, she probably married older. So if she 50, her husband probably 55, 60. You know what I'm saying? He got 1 foot damn near in the grave, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she didn't mess. I wouldn't say that she messed off her life, but she missed out on the intricate parts of having a loving relationship and growing together. You know what I'm saying? Like she, you know what I'm saying, closer to that the dying stage, to death do its part, so to speak, versus, you know what I'm saying, starting in the beginning and working away. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like hustling backwards.
Damn, Steve, you cold hearted motherfucker. God damn, she closer to the death age, the death part of the of the vows. You know what I'm saying? Well, kudos to her because a lot of women, I think, the older they get, the harder it does become to find someone that is suitable. I wouldn't be surprised if the guy was younger, actually. So, Gooch, are those red flags for men? And panel, what are some red flags you all look for or have noticed? Oh shit,
Is she
Queen
walking?
D.
If she walking, that's a red flag right there. She walking, she by herself, she walking. She either she a street walker, she wearing scarlet lipstick, or she up to no good. She trying to set me up. Pass, pass on that.
Yeah, I think that is a red flag. You know what I mean? That's a major red flag when you see like a girl that's just pretty that just can't keep a man or don't have a man. You know what I mean? It's something wrong there. You know what I mean? It's just and I think a lot of women they try to they'll lose one for some and end up with none. You know.
Yeah.
I
100%.
I think it's a chemical imbalance in some of them. Like they can't juggle, you know what I'm saying, multiple things or multitask, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? They try to take on or build up this persona like they can, But in the long run, like she, you know what I'm saying, she like one of them goddamn crash dummies. Remember the commercials? Crash dummies about to hit the wall. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like it's just something just fucking waiting to hit a damn wall, be a disaster.
Hey man, hey, there was a question that I was thinking about asking. I don't know if I should ask it. I might have to wait until next time because I don't want to throw you guys off.
Nah, ask it.
You want to take it there?
Yeah. All the
All
time.
right. So first off, let me let everybody know the rules here. The rules are you do not have to answer any question that I ask. You have the ability to say pass or I don't want to say anything or whatever it is that you want to do. All right. So with that out of the way, give me just from physicalities, what does a recreational woman look like?
When you say recreational woman, what are you talking about? Just to
She's for the
fun?
streets. Yeah.
Oh, are you saying like a woman that's like a hoe?
I'm saying someone that you look at them, you know, okay, this is not going to be anything meaningful.
She's gonna probably have she's not gonna have many clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Um, a BBL is definitely uh that's definitely a case. I think a girl with a BBL or any work done. Um,
Turn your mic off, Trap. You ain't talking.
um, the women with the that she'll have skimpy clothes on. You know, maybe some tattoos, a colorful lace front. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just like she'll look like an IG model.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Okay.
exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna start off with the IG. You know what I'm saying? She looked like she for IG. You know what I'm saying? Multicolored hair. You know what I'm saying? A lot of earrings. Like, just ghetto as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Not to say a lot of earrings is ghetto, but you know what I'm saying, nigga. We not in Egypt. We're not in Ethiopia. Why the fuck you out on them goddamn earrings and shit? You know what I'm saying? Um, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. But I totally agree with Prophet on the rest of the
And
day.
also them women that be have like a lot of them. I feel like some of them women that be like take the Erica Badu look to the extreme. You know what I'm saying?
Really, like the earthy look?
Yeah, like the really not like a mild earthy. I'm talking about like an extreme earthy.
Okay.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Okay.
I think that when they do that in extreme, that they be for the streets too. They just low key.
Okay.
Them women that be talking about they truth and all that there.
Okay. Go ahead, Trap. You've been dying to get in here. Go ahead.
No, I agree though. I agree with both of them. I even agree on the, you know what I'm saying, on the earthy spiritual tip. But also like I would say shit really like so that them see-through, like if I could see your titties, you know what I'm saying, clear as day. I ain't talking about no shirt, you just ain't got no bra on, you chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like nigga, I see your titties, like nigga, yeah, you for
Yo,
the street. That's
areola.
a yeah, your area, like I see your nipples, like that's them average. That's an advertisement. You know what I'm saying? Because like I don't know, like I just wouldn't want my woman, you know what I'm saying, showing her nipples like that. So I would think that would just, you know what I'm saying, you ain't got no man and you looking for attention, you know what I'm saying? You looking for somebody to come tell you about the titties. I compliment you on your titties, like, and
Nah,
I
they not.
nigga,
If you compliment them titties, they gonna go off. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's probably what's gonna happen.
I was
man,
actually thinking about Daisy Dukes too, like the mini skirts and Daisy Dukes. I'm old as fuck. So Daisy Dukes and mini skirts, definitely. You know, I'm from the city. I'm from Chicago. You wouldn't see no female hardly walking around in Daisy Dukes until like maybe like the late '90s when the southern females that was in the video vixens and videos doing that shit. You wouldn't really see too many females walking around the city in Daisy Dukes, and without somebody calling her a hoe, a 304. You know what I'm saying? The mini skirts you would see it, but now it's like they extremely tight. It looked like the BBL is about to fucking explode in that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
So what
but at the
about
same
like
time, go ahead.
no, I was gonna ask like what about like face tats or face piercings?
That's what I was saying with the earrings. I meant all them piercings and shit. Yeah.
If
What
she got
about
a septum ring, head ass. Is that
What
what you
about
gonna ask?
yeah, all that? What about eyelashes?
Yeah, the
Man,
eyelashes too. Not all the time. It just depends. Like
Like
you
I'm
know.
talking about like the ones, you know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean?
Like
She
looking like Bert and Ernie.
Yeah, them hoes. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
if she look, man, if she look like she's on IG, you know what I'm saying? Like the best women to go for, man, if you listening, is a woman who's just like natural. She not doing too
So that
much.
was gonna be because I think y'all painted a pretty vivid picture altogether. So what would be the one that you would look at as serious? What does she look like?
bro, I ain't even gonna hold you, man. Like, I feel like, bro, what you describing? What was it? What was it that you described? Recreational use,
Yes.
bro. It's a spirit. Okay. So it's more like
Jezebel.
yes, you know what I'm saying? It's more like a possession, you know what I'm saying? The one who might look like he ain't, you know what I'm saying, doing the shit, hey, or she, you know what I'm saying? They doing the shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? So you can't, when it come to that kind of shit, bro, you can't really, you know what I'm saying? All strippers ain't selling pussy, you know what I'm saying? And all people who sell pussy probably ain't never stripped before a day in their life, some of these people. So like you can't really, you know what I'm saying? Like when it's recreational use, she might be a CEO. And nigga and just choose to get nigga be hey, I like please a man in that manner, you know what I'm saying? So she just, you know what I'm saying, she friendly with it, you know what I mean? But like, hey, like I think that's what it
So
is. I can't say that okay
so
because they
what I think I'm hearing from you, Trap, is that there's definitely a whore's uniform, but you don't have a non-whore's uniform.
You could have a hoe in sheep's clothing, like a wolf in sheep's clothing. You know
that's
what I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying, Steve. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? It's like the grandma and Little Red Riding Hood. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was the wolf. That nigga.
Well, then how the hell? Okay, so what would be the advice to the young men to be able to pick the one? Or maybe it's not looks. Is it personality? Is it other things?
Hell
What's it?
yeah, nigga. It's deeper than it looks, bro. We just in the shell. We ain't choose our motherfucking bodies. It's deeper than, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of these women who get that look and it's like, oh shit, I fit the criteria. Oh, okay, I could possibly monetize off of this. Okay, I could possibly, you know what I'm saying, get pretty privileges, do this, you know what I'm saying, get on the boats, you know what I'm saying? You go to a motherfucking boat party, you know what I'm saying? Like we said, all the women, they in the sections, they in the boats, they ain't pay for that shit. Nigga, we gotta have a boat to be having fun. You know what I'm saying? We getting in the mud. You know what I mean? So shit.
Okay.
Like, so that's
I
that's what I'm saying. Like, go ahead.
I think
Case.
that I think that you know, like a stripper or a prostitute, uh, I think that you have to get into the mindset of what would make this human being uh dance on stage naked or sell her body. She has some issues within herself. You know what I'm saying? I think that when a woman is wearing all of these cosmetics, fake hair, fake nails, fake lashes to the extreme, you have to ask yourself, well, why does why is she not comfortable with herself? You know what I mean? Now I get if it's a function or something like that, and she gonna jazz herself up for the function. But if this is something like that's every day, all the time, or if it's to the extreme, like these, you have to get in the mindset of those women, like what is making them doing that. And if a woman is not comfortable within herself, she's gonna at the least have insecurity issues. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Which is not gonna be beneficial in a relationship. So it's
Yeah.
like, I think that that plays a major factor in selecting women. I think
All
in
right.
order to pick the right woman, you got to get to know her and peep her traits.
All right, bet. I got us a little bit off topic. But Queen D says not supposed to pick off of just looks. It is a bonus. Men are visual creatures. Queen D, we're gonna look at the looks first. That gets you in the dough. Queen D also says a lot of them do it for fast money, profit. Most have to be drugged up to do it.
I was
Yeah, I
thinking
definitely
Players
agree with
Club,
that.
definitely.
And Kaya Mill says, I think y'all mean a woman that's not loud, who don't have to prove themselves. Ooh, god dang, I had to agree with you on that one. Okay. Okay. I like that one. I like that one. All right. So to keep
Man,
it
I
back.
can't stand a loud woman. That's
Oh
Hey,
man,
that's
hey,
come
like,
on.
what I say all the time: an empty wagon make the most noise. You know what
Come
I'm talking
on now.
man, a
Come on
loud
now.
woman is just like, oh my goodness, it
So
makes my
and that's crazy because there's this whole thing too where with feminism I think it kind of forces I believe a lot of women into male um energy, right, and into masculine energy, as they say, right. So they accumulate and get a lot, so you'll see a lot of women with a lot of things. We're going to look at them real quick.
I'm sitting here and I can help it but think that I'm tired of working. I have always worked through my pregnancies, through everything. Always paid the majority of the bills. Now I'm like, I don't want to be this strong, independent woman. I don't.
now they
I
don't
am
want
not interested. I have a huge house. I pay all the bills by myself. Now I just want the universe to bring me the man that can make me a housewife.
you. They already
All right.
did.
She won't. Yes. How many of y'all don't
But
think
you,
somebody, the universe has already delivered that fine chocolate lady some nice men, man. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? You can't come on, man. You be crazy to believe that ain't happening. Trap, man. You see, she has everything, man. What's coming into listening to the words that she selected when she was talking? What vibe did you get off of that?
Man, I got the vibe that one she couldn't find a perfect man to make her housewife and her criteria of a perfect man. Therefore, she made her own self a housewife and an independent, strong woman. That's what I got from it. So you
Okay.
know what I'm saying? Like she a housewife with no man. You just said she got the house, pay all the bills. I'm sure she be in that bitch spa days and big chilling. You know what I'm saying? Housewife shit. So, but like nigga, you ain't no wife. You know what I'm saying? You just in the house alone. But so like, man, I don't know, bro. Like nigga, like shit. That shit. That was her choice to be alone, nigga, for whatever fucking reason. Like, what do she expect a man to do, even if she do find the right nigga? Let's say she do find the right nigga. What that nigga supposed to do? Take over your house payments, come in, or nah, you do your shit. Like, what the fuck is the dynamics of that shit? Or like, what does she look for? Like, how can that nigga or man, you know what I'm saying, like satisfy her? You know what I'm saying? But she's already just used to doing everything just so solely herself.
Okay. Okay. Uh Prophet, when you seen this, man, did anything make your antennas go off on maybe why she's alone?
yeah. I think that you know what I'm saying. It's all of these women that we've looked at. You know what I'm saying are attractive women in the standard. You know what I'm saying, public eye. I think that they're. If I'm not a gambling man, but if I had to place a bet, I would bet that those women have had men come and try to make them a housewife. Here's the problem: they don't want. They want more than what the man can provide at the time, rather than it may take a little longer, but it'll be stronger. You know what I'm saying? If they were to, you know what I'm saying, join with the man, say for instance, she got a big, huge house, right? It's easy for women to move up in the corporate ladder because the boss, if it's a man and she's pretty, he'll definitely promote her. You know what I'm saying? The majority of the times. And if it's a woman, she'll a lot of times, if it's not some catty stuff going on and they get buddy, they'll be able to be pushed up too. So I think that it's easier for women to move up in the workforce, easier than men to move up in the workforce or the corporate ladder. You know what I'm saying? So they will make more faster. You know what I'm saying? But instead of applying those skills with the man that may have the little house or the apartment and them building together, You know what I'm saying? And then getting that big house later on down the line. You understand what I'm saying? Basically, she traded that. She traded what she's asking for now for what she has now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I think it's too late.
Oh man, you know what? I'm sitting here reading the comments, man, and they hit it directly on the head. Queen E says, "I remember, well, not this part. I remember the cafeteria lady telling these girls a young lady should be seen and not heard. That always stuck with me. Go ahead, go ahead." Queen D says, "Unless they are merging everything properly and they sell her house or he adds his name to hers, it won't work. That man is going to think you'll kick him out when you get mad." 100%. Kay also says she already accomplished everything. Why would a good man want to come in and not build anything with this woman? Exactly. A man will say, you get everything already. You got everything already. What do you need me for? Let men be men. Yes, that is 100% correct, man. That is what I was looking for, was that as soon as anything goes wrong, because she says, I pay the bills, I do this is my house, I got a big house. As soon as anything goes wrong, Steve, what do you think she gonna say? What do you think that man gonna have to
what
hear?
Martin used to say? What Martin used to say? Get the stepping. Get the stepping. Hey,
You
but
don't own nothing here.
right. Hey, but also real shit though. I think I think we was talking about this a few days ago. Like you said, I totally agree with the panel, especially what you said. But I think it's the men that she's choosing. She's probably choosing the wrong men, and that's why she hasn't found that quote unquote good man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she's not looking in the right spots. She sounds like she's from Ghana, some part of Africa. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
They not gonna touch her.
right. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. But it's just I don't know. I just think it's just the men that she's choosing is definitely the wrong men, because it's men out there. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's a lot of hobosexuals. You know what I'm saying? That sleep on the couch for a month. You know what I'm talking about? So
Yeah.
but I think it's just the crowd that she's choosing in. You know what I'm saying? And I think she's holding. And I get it. She has a pedestal, and don't want to be knocked down, but she probably don't want to compromise to someone that don't have what she has. But like Queen D hit it on the head with, what I'm saying, once they merge that, then I think that will actually level out the playing field.
Because I think that they underestimate how smart men are, right? Because we already know it's been situations that we've already been through, we've already learned, and we already know that most 9 times out of 10, if we coming into your situation, you're gonna want us to go with your plan, what you got planned, and how you think things should be run, because you already got a routine that's going on, right? So then where am I gonna fit in this? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel like I'm out of place. So, and then on top of that, like I said, that's what most men consider to be baggage. Whenever you are unable to, because of your life experience, you operate in a certain way. So I think that's what a lot of men are like, you know what? Usually older men will go for younger women because they're more so easy to go with the flow than a lot of older women who's been doing it for this long.
Successful women with big houses should just stop looking for marriage.
Stop looking.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, just look for your fun guy.
Yeah,
Because
that's
you're
it.
gonna find plenty of fun guys who
Yeah,
willing to come
just
through,
if you
knock you
if
down, and keep it
exactly,
moving.
if that's what you want a career in a big house, you're not gonna get no husband.
No, and because you know what, I think this is another thing too, guys. Whenever women get into this mode, and they've been doing it for this long, and I understand, I can see how it's hard sometimes to work with someone. I want to take a look at this lady, man. She hit it right on the head. Women, if you are in a relationship and you do this to your man, if your man is asking to help, let him help.
To the independent woman who is tired of being an independent woman chronicles. This day, I had to break down my old bed to make way for my new one, and honestly, I was over it. While putting my bed together, I was thinking to myself, like, dang, I'm always doing stuff myself, and it's always just me. So enjoy watching me put this bed together and going on a rant about why I am tired of being an independent woman. After college, I basically picked up, moved to a new, extremely bigger city 2 hours away, alone. and I've been handling things by myself ever since. First off, I want to say, as an independent woman, you get so self-sufficient that when people do try to help you, it is hard to accept any kind of help. Well, I know it is for me. It's like every time someone does anything nice for me, it feels weird. I can't explain the feeling, but if you're an independent woman, you know that feeling and you know what I mean. Second, I'm tired of doing manly things by myself, like taking trash out, lifting things up 3 flights of stairs, going to get my car maintenance. But overall, I thank God that I am able to do this. I'm forever grateful. But Lord, I am tired of being an independent woman. But I thank you.
I was gonna say, don't bring God in this. I'm pretty sure he delivered plenty of man for you to to live with. He just ain't fit into your life plans, I guess. Trap man, what do you get from this?
Man, hey, just pass me and come back to me real quick.
All right, man. While I do that, I want to stop and check out the comments real quick. Kay says there's no way she will let him be the man of the house. Yeah, 100%. She's going against her own tradition after own tradition. Them African men want housewives. Excuse me. Clean house, home cooked meal, friendly greeting when they walk through the door. Yes, 100% on that. Queen D, and Queen D also says they don't know how to tap out of the masculinity. I had to learn, but it took me a good man to tell me he got it. But boom gooch. Hey man, I gotta let out the A Kizzy real quick for that one. Yes. And the thing is that Queen D, you had to let him do it, right? You had to relinquish that control, and it serves both partners so well. It's such a balance. Gooch the Prophet, man, seeing that, again, she's so, as Queen D eloquently put, I can't even say the word, but she's stuck in her masculinity, not to the point to where even when a man tries to step in, she can't offer she won't accept that help. What do you think about that?
The first thought that came to my mind when you flashed the footage on the screen is ill. You know, I was immediately grossed out. You know what I'm saying? I don't I don't like women lifting things and building things and doing manly stuff. I think that it's it's unattractive. It's kind of gross. In a sense. Uh, I feel like that these women that we've been shown tonight on the clips, I feel like those women, they're damaged goods. You know what I'm saying? Like I could tell like in their tone, like what type of women they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got a certain tone where it's kind of, you know what I mean? It's a little strong, you feel me? And they delivery. So it's like, it's not soft. And
It
I
sounds
just
like
feel like,
Jada Kiss.
yeah, you know what I mean? You feel me? But it's like, man, I just feel like, them women, they not some of them, the younger ones, they have a chance to get it right, but they're gonna have to change everything within inside of them, and I don't necessarily think they're gonna be willing to do that because they weren't willing to do it before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, best of luck to them, but it's not good quality men that don't want to see women in male roles are not going. They soon as they see when they hear that during the dating phase, and you're like, oh yeah, and when you tell them all your masculine qualities, they're automatically gonna be turned off. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not something that men looking for. You know, I don't know when they gonna realize it.
Yeah, because this Riz, man, I gotta say, a lot of these women would have had me fooled because they're not bad women. You know what I'm saying? They're in shape. They're looking good. I don't think I've seen too many bad women that's been on here expressing what they're going through, which leads me to believe that it's true that it is a mentality thing that is ruining I guess the ideal of feminism that is ruining relationships here. What do you have to say about this type? Like you seen her talking about how she didn't want to do heavy lifting, she didn't want to do this, but even admitting that I have a hard time relinquishing control. I mean, how what do you think about that?
Like mental illness, mental health is critical. It's critical, and I think they took the feminist aspect too far. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they can't let it go. It's almost like an addiction, so to speak. That's just my opinion in regards to it. That it's an addiction that that they get a high in regards to hearing they self talk. Talking about their masculine qualities, but like Gucci just said, men don't want to hear no shit about how much you can bench press. That's some nigga talk. That's the shit we talk about. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like, yeah, that's cool, but you know what I'm saying? Um, what we going to eat? What you like to do? You know what I'm saying? And and you have to, compromise. I've been using that C word a lot lately. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when to compromise and when to step down off your high horse, off your pedestal, and let that man take over. And I just use myself as an example. You know what I'm saying? When I met my wife, she had a daughter. You know what I'm saying? I think Lexi was 3 when I met her. So she was on her own for like damn near 7 years, 4 years. Yeah, about 7 or 8 years by herself. You know what I'm saying? Had a daughter, everything. So she was used to doing everything. You know what I'm saying? Taking out her trash, at her apartment. She was accounting. She worked for a big accounting firm downtown. You know what I'm saying? And when I stepped in and she seen when I laid down that alpha, it was like a change of scenery. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna let him take XYZ and I'm gonna take, what I'm saying, A, B, and C. And we just mesh from there. And like I said, to this day it's 80-20. You know what I'm saying? And it works for us. 80-20 might not work for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And in the beginning, yes, it was 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know her from a can of paint. She didn't know me. We had to learn each other and grow together. You know what I'm saying? So once we got that develop that comfortability with one another. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where we was able to balance everything out and just rock with it from there. And it's going on 20 years strong now. You know what I'm saying?
My
I
guy, my
think
guy.
I think that you have to give women, uh, you have to give them like a sense of responsibility. And remember when I was talking about giving a woman your whole check, you know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
think that a alternative to that is what Steve is talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because that 20%, it gives her a small sense of independence. You know what I'm saying? Like a small sense of responsibility, small sense of I'm contributing. You know what I'm saying? And women, they just want to feel like they're important. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, so like I think that that's dope.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so let me get to K. K says it's because to other women being soft are a sign of weakness, and they don't want their peers to judge them negatively. Yes, we had a conversation like that at the Queens of Spades as well. The responsibility should be making a home, says K. Well said, K. Well said. All right, so
Man, I want to say something real quick.
yeah, go ahead, man.
I just feel like, man, for all the women who want to be followers, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't mean like followers, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, since she doing this, I gotta do this, and it's gonna potentially fuck up my marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't talking about them kind of women. I'm talking about the good follower, the follow your man women. You know what I'm saying? The okay, if we don't agree on this compromise, it's still okay. I got you. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna go with your way because you know what I'm saying. You got us this far, and that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be here on your side and let you lead us to get where we're going. Every time you hear me out, and it is a good idea, we do go my way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? That's that good balance. But nigga, I just feel that like for those women who want to do that, go get yourself a good husband. You know what I'm saying? But for those women who want to be leader, hey, it's a lot of homosexuals out here that'll love to move in. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that lady that we seen on that video, you know what I'm saying, she can go scoop her a good homosexual and hey, he ain't gonna cook. She can still do how she do her house, clean it how she like to clean it. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga, you know what I'm saying, still be posted up, you know what I'm saying, eating and doing chilling, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's a good balance. People just gotta figure it out what it is that they want, bro.
Hell
That's what
no.
it comes
Why
down.
Hey,
won't that
hey,
work, Prophet? Prophet,
hey,
why
wasn't
won't that
that
work?
on?
Because it goes against the nature, but that's
Exactly.
all. But that's the only thing they're gonna attract because there's a polarity of masculine and feminine energy, and when you demonstrate masculine energy, you're going to attract feminine energy. And when you demonstrate feminine energy, you're going to attract masculine energy. The damsel in distress would not be saved if she was not a damsel in distress.
Now I
Oh,
understand the
Hey,
scientific behind it. I understand how physical science work and energy work. You know what I'm saying? As men, we are this is the kings. We understand the logic and what Prophet just said. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. The feminist movement, all this shit we talking about, don't give a fuck about that logic, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I really deep down don't think all that shit gives a fuck about the scientific logic. It's about what they want. You know what I'm
Can I
saying?
ask?
That's
Can I just
go ahead.
ask a question, Trap? Would you say the majority of the women that you've come across and known, um, would you say that they operate on logic? The majority?
Man, hell no.
That's exactly
I
why.
wouldn't,
That's the problem.
yeah. But and this is
'Cause
what
they
I'm
don't
saying.
operate on logic, man. You know.
Exactly. So we can't be like, but the thing is like, all right, then we choosing the battle. It's almost like a lose-lose. It's like, all
It
right,
is.
if you have the submissive woman, and this is why I ain't talking about them. For the women who want to be followers of they, you know what I'm saying, good wives, I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about the Ebony K's, the ones who gonna probably end up with the homosexuals. Those are the ones I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Or even the Miss Recreational Use. You know what I'm saying? Because like, man,
I think that that go. I'm so glad you said that because I think that goes to what Steve G was talking about mental illness and chemical imbalances.
and
I
that's
think
exactly what it is.
these women either they've been traumatized by a man or there was not a parent in the home or a the parenting was improper, something went wrong, and I think that's a result of trauma. So the only way to fix this is, which is kind of impossible at the same time, is for them to start taking accountability and say, hey, I need to fix myself and seek the help. And most women lack accountability and
good
lack
luck on that one.
logic. You know what I'm
And
saying?
Good luck
hey,
on
therefore,
that one.
therefore, it's a lot more that go into it. It's a lot more trauma that gets into it. It's a lot more of a negative outcome that starts to come. You know what I'm saying? Going forward,
Cause
and
it's
Yeah.
like,
like they'll say, why are all these men doing me like this? Why do they keep doing me like this? This is what you're attracting because of how you acting. You know
how
what I'm
you
saying?
moving? You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
hey, one thing that I was thinking about was Stella got her groove back. Remember when Stella got her groove back and how she was sleeping with all? It was like similar type of quality of men. Even though she was older, she was attracting them, but it was like it looked like it was the same goddamn stunt double in every goddamn scene. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said earlier, it's about who you attract or who you picking or who they're picking. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of times, but see, this is how they trap them in it. You understand what I'm saying? What they'll do is they'll put the woman in leadership roles in the workplace. You understand what I'm saying? And that will trap them in that masculine energy because now you got to be masculine in your role. Then when you come home, you have to be
You can't
submissive.
shake that shit
So
off.
a structure divided against itself can't stand. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
um,
why I say it's the world greatest advertisement.
it
Yeah.
is.
I
It
mean, I
is.
put it like this: like most of my grammar school teachers, most of them were single, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like they came off with a heavy masculine persona. Like I said, like Miss Ferris, God rest her soul. She used to beat our ass with the paddle, all that shit. I don't remember her ever being married. I think and I had her in sixth grade.
Man, I
So
went. Oh,
I
I'm
was
sorry.
like Yeah, I was like, what, 11? 10 or 11. You know what I'm saying? And I'd never seen her with a man, let alone talk about one. So, and that was most of my teachers in grammar school. Now, for my high school teachers, it was way different. You know what I'm saying? Way different scenery, a different environment on the other side of town, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Damn near 20 minutes away from where I grew up. You know what I'm saying? So it was a total different environment with them.
Hey, I want to move this along real quick, guys. Not to interrupt y'all, but we're running a little bit behind on time, and my last topic is something I really want to talk to you guys about.
Okay.
I really want to get your feedback on it, so I'm gonna go through this next one real quick. Majority of them are usually ashamed of what they choose because their friends don't validate them. I agree with you 100% on that one, Kate. We're gonna look at this next one because if you think that feminism is helping these women out, man, take a look at what this one lady had to say pretty much about breaking down. We'll take a look at that.
All I'm saying is that if she is independent and she pays her own bills and she takes care of herself and she can cook and she is doing her own damn laundry and she is looking good and staying hydrated and being her very best self, she is one step away from having a literal nervous breakdown.
I just paid 3 bills just now with my own debit card. Like the independent black woman I don't want to be. Don't ask me for a fuck thing.
All right, hell of aggressive on that one. All right, so I just want to ask you guys a quick question on is based off of what we've seen. Do you think feminism has worked for men and women in a positive or negative? Has it had a contributed negatively or positively? Trap, I'll start with you first.
Negatively.
Negatively. Okay. Goose to Profit, what do you think?
Negative.
Negative. All right. Diz Riz, what do you think?
Negative.
Negatively. All right, so I guess we are where we started, man, except for Trap. Trap seemed to had turned over a new leaf. Welcome to the dark side, Trap. So with all that being said, man, I think that I don't think that it's serving them very well. I think that I understand the equality for the political and all those things, want to be able to vote and all that good stuff. There's nothing wrong with that at all, but I think whenever they stepped into the masculine roles, I think that it really disrupted the natural balance of life. But I'm going to move on real quick. I wanted to switch topics real quick because this is something I wanted to cover, man. We are all men and leaders amongst our tribes and our homes and our kingdoms and our domains here. And I want to switch it a little bit over because I usually talk about the political things on Ace of Spades. However, I want to talk about this one amongst the men here, man. There is a guy by the name of Dr. Umar Johnson. I think he changed his name to something else. I'm not sure what it is. So pardon me on that end. But he's making a proposal of black people. I'm going to ask this on the Kings, and I'm also going to ask this on the Queens. But I want to hear what you fellas have to say about this after this.
Like for South African to do exactly what I want Black America to do. The next presidential election for America is next year. The next presidential election for South Africa is next year.
Yeah.
I would wish all my South African brothers and sisters, just like all my American African brothers and sisters, don't vote for either party. Show them your power. If nobody shows up to vote in the next election, whoever loses will recognize how much they lost out on not catering to the grassroots black vote. And as a result of that, the next election in 2028, they'll be eating out of your hands. The same thing in America. Don't give the Democrat your vote. Show them that you will no longer be taken advantage of. Yeah, you may have to deal with a Republican president for 4 years, but guess what? The Democrats haven't been no walk in the park either. Show the Democrats that if you don't deliver on the things that matter to us, not to the Chinese, not to the immigrants, not to the homosexuals, to black people, show us that we matter and we will return the vote to you.
All right, so we talk about all kind of things here, man. I think that as black men and as leaders, right? Especially for those that may have our finger on the pulse of what's going on in government, even just a little bit to some degree, may influence what goes on around us, right? So with that being said, as the head of your respective areas, what do you think, Trap? What do you think about what was said in that clip?
Mm, my bad, I'm a little hot right now. Anyway, so like, refresh my memory.
All righty, sir. Basically, Dr. Umar, you know, it was like a couple
All right,
seconds
nah,
ago.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because he was talking about the because I was thinking about what I was gonna say while he was talking, bro, and I'm over here, I am a little drunk, but no, because he was talking. What the fuck did that nigga just say?
Okay, so he was talking about basically the stop this, Riz. He was talking basically about how the Democratic Party has not
All right, negotiating a
the-
vote. I mean, he trying to leverage the black vote. Like, I understand his logic in it, but will it work though? I don't fucking know, because it's like neither one of them are offering the blacks anything. So it's like, what if they still just not offer the black shit?
well, I think that's the whole point of it is that if you want us to come out and support you the same way that you've made steps to secure other people's safety, you should secure
Exactly.
our safety, and things that benefit us directly. Our Prophet. I
Nah,
know.
but I hear what he's saying. I get what you're saying on that, bro. But I mean, I just don't. But it's like if it don't go to the Democrat, where's the vote going? To Republican?
He is saying that you're not sending your vote anywhere. He's
Okay, and
saying
then
abstain from voting.
and how would that benefit us,
Because basically you're saying, look, if you want us to show, because who's voting for Democrats?
black people?
Majority is black, right? um
Yes,
so what are they getting in return for their vote?
little on nothing.
Yeah. So if yes, so he's saying yes, you take away your vote, you show them the power that you have, that you possess, the power to put people in place to do what works, what should be for you to align with your interests. And put people in place to do that. Your power, that's your power. That's our superpower, is to be able to do that. Take that away, remove all them idiots out of the position, and show them our power. That's what it's about. So I'm gonna move on to Prophet real quick. Prophet, what do you think about what Dr. Umar has said? You muted. You muted, good sir.
I don't think it's a bad idea, and I don't disagree with him. However, I don't think that that would be the best uh, solution. I think that the best thing that we could do is in every city and over across the states as well, we start organizing our own political party, our own, and get our own people into office that are fit, and that have the qualifications. I think we should start pushing our own people, and starting from a county perspective, to a state perspective, and then collaborating all across the states to push one individual. But what I'm saying, I understand that's highly unlikely, but I think that getting every black person to unify in anything is highly unlikely. You know what I mean? So I don't think either one is. I think both of them are far fetched. My solution and his, but I do agree with him.
I feel like that solution to give you more solutions though. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying? That's why I would agree with that one. A true democracy in our people would be the best solution.
yeah.
Not let's not vote at all. Like, we already got niggas not voting, so more niggas don't vote. Like, I don't really kind of seeing that kind of getting what he's asking for, rather than leveraging or really having true democracy. Like, we got black Twitter. Let's get a black app. You know what I'm saying? We can delegate, you know what I'm saying, our power. You know what I'm
and
saying?
put
'Cause
and putting the youth up
it,
on politics,
exactly.
and grooming and grooming people to start taking these positions. You know what I'm saying? Like, even just on, I'm talking about from a county level to a state level. You know what I'm saying? like black people in every county and state start coming together and removing some of these judges, removing some of these senates and congressmen, removing some of these, you know what I'm saying, and getting our people in there to where we can start lobbying a little bit heavier. You know what I mean?
Exactly. We got to lobby. We got to get on the same page as black people. That's the
Yeah,
solution rather than fucking, you know what I'm saying, just not voting at all. Like, how we supposed to get on the same page? How he trying to get on the same page with the people we voting for? We can't even get on the same page together first. Like, let's let's
exactly.
let's let's direct. Let's say, hey, if we voting for this dude, we got so and so running for mayor. This is the quality. This is what we're gonna do. This is the best fit for our solution. You know what I'm saying? He's offering this for black people. Hey, everybody vote for him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody,
Yeah.
that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Even if for the people who feeling 50-50, hey, we chose a democracy. You know what I'm saying? We all just won. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
All
I
right.
agree.
Diz Riz, what says you, man? You heard the clip from Dr. Umar. You're not high right now. You remember what he said, right?
Oh yeah, I definitely.
All right. So just to save a little bit of time, man, just go ahead and tell me what you think about what you heard, man.
Hey, I agree with the voter protest as well as what Prophet said. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an avid voter, so to speak. But I'll put it like this, you know what I'm saying? They have an agenda, and you know what I'm saying, like, you know, not to say that our president's voting staff committed fraud, but he got $82 million 82 million votes, and he didn't even goddamn campaign. So you know what I'm saying, it's just it's with that. I mean, I'm with that, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying, they have an agenda anyway, regardless if we come to the polls or not. You know what I'm saying, that's just gonna give them another reason to try to, you know, tax us or throw some other fucking charges on us or some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying?
But one, I think it was the Honorable Dr. Umar who said that we spent, I don't, it was some years back, but he was like, last year we spent $1 trillion. So black people are the ones who, we got the power, man, and we're still enslaved. Like, I think if every black person in America came together and united, we would take over the country, because all of your entertainers, you know what I'm saying, all of your athletes, you understand what I'm saying?
Shit,
And
fighting wars, the Civil War. We the one
yeah,
that, you know what I'm saying, that pushed that or changed that democracy, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
is exactly, man. Black people got blood in this soil. We have a right to this land, and I think we need our own party, whatever that would be called, and however we got to get to doing it. I think that that would be a great solution for the issues we're having. And
I think them folks, you know what I'm saying, will goddamn nuke this place before they give it to us. You know what I'm saying? And, you
they
know,
they
they just
they
don't want to see
would,
us in power.
it
You
would
know, they already
definitely,
got Africa. We already got Africa. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
They, you know,
It'll definitely come down to a war. But to be honest with you, Steve, I think it's coming down to a war anyway. I think the war is inevitable. I think it's gonna happen, because the way that, and is, I don't necessarily think it's just gonna be strictly against black people. I think it's gonna be people of our culture, people who operate on the same type of frequencies. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's gonna come, and I'm not saying when it's gonna come, but I definitely think that it's gonna come a point in time where they're gonna attempt to put us back in bondage.
Well said, well said. Queen D says, I agree with the voter protest, man. And believe it or not, I actually agree with Queen D on agreeing with the voter protest, man. I think that especially when it comes to the Democratic, I feel like black people overwhelmingly vote for the Democrats, and I don't think that they're getting anything in return. So I
I
would
think it's out of
definitely.
fear. I think it's due to religious beliefs and fear. You know what I'm saying? The white supremacy and stuff. That's why most of the blacks vote for the Democrats.
Well, I think that it's because a lot of I think we were talking about it beforehand. I think that it's bad PR for the Republican Party. I think the Republican Party is too close to racism. And so,
But don't I mean, and I'm like not illiterate to voting and shit, but haven't it been more Republicans that did shit for the United States than the Democratic party
It
has?
has. The Republican favors the black people in a lot of instances. You know what I'm
so
saying?
it depends on which point in time you're talking about, because at one point the white supremacy was with
I
the
mean,
Democratic
I
Party.
wasn't alive when Nixon was getting, you know.
Because so the white supremacy was in the Democratic Party. Throughout time it's flipped now. So somewhat, I say somewhat it flipped, because I still think it's a lot of white folks with some racist tendency in the Democratic parties as well. But definitely the as one of the comedians said, I don't know who it was, but not all racists, or not all Republicans are racist, but all races are Republicans. So that they just have that
That's
bad,
true. That's exactly true.
yeah, they
I
have
agree.
that bad
Yeah.
stigma about that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that if they decided, which is, how the game gets played, man, it's all about numbers, right? And who's giving you the numbers is who you're sometimes going to be the one to cozy up with, same as Democrats, right? So the black people are giving the numbers, and so they're cozying up to them. However, again, they're not getting anything in return. So if I was to partake in this protest, what I definitely would do is I would not vote presidential, but I would still go to the voting booth on the presidential election day and vote Senate down ballot, everything else down ballot. But I would not vote for a Democratic president if I was to do such, because I think that the real power is in your local elections. So please go and vote on your local elections, that be presidential and midterms, and whenever y'all have any other special elections. Um, yeah, so I definitely agree with Queen D on that one. I wouldn't be opposed to that one. So yeah, all right. Shit, that's it. That's all we got for today. We just made it over 9 o'clock. I was trying to make sure we keep it at the normal time of around 9 o'clock. One of these times we gonna have to go longer, because if we get more people up in here, we're gonna have more ideas flying, and we're gonna have to make some more things
Hey, where
happen with.
Chris Fall go? Where Chris Fall go?
Oh man, I don't know. I was like cam up, and then he disappeared on me. You know what I'm saying? I was really looking forward to chopping it up and hearing their perspective. But great show. King says Queen D, yes, and check out the Queen of Spades coming up Wednesday as well. Trap man, you got anything for us before we get up out of here?
Hope everybody enjoy the rest of their week, man.
And you eating the mic? God damn. Trap. Not Trap. Goose the Prophet, man. You got anything for us before we get up out of here, good sir?
Man, blessings. You know what I mean? Blessings operate on truth. You know what I mean? And take it light.
Okay, I thought you was gonna say go get that what is it
Oh
called?
yeah, oh yeah. That Crying in the Dark is
Crying
out
in the
right now.
Dark. There it
Is
is.
now streaming. Crying in the
Yes,
Dark is
sir.
now streaming everywhere. Make sure you go check that out. You really just gotta check the catalog out. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
You got Goose the Prophet in Google, and it's gonna come up. You know what I mean?
Come on.
Everything. So just make sure you go check that out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Gotta check it out, man. He dropped some fire music. Please go check that out,
Thank you.
man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the great content. Diz Riz, man. Also, sorry, Goose the Prophet. You also got podcasts and stuff too coming
Yep,
up,
yep, that
right?
is correct. I do
Okay.
got a podcast, Prophet's Perspective, where I'll be on there, giving my perspective on things. I also have a podcast coming with my sister as well, as where we touch on some issues and trauma and different things, and how to deal with trauma and avoid being victimized by that trauma.
Yes, 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 man. If you ever need anybody a guest appearance or anything, man, please do not hesitate to call me.
Oh
Uh
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and I definitely for those that don't know, man, Miss Tia Rose is one of the ones that also show up on the Queens of Spades as well. Very, very dope individual. She tell it like it is, man. So be on the lookout for her as well. as well as Queen D and K that do their thing as well, man. So it's a fun bunch over there. Diz Riz, man, what you got for us before we get up out of here?
Hey, one thing, I told my homeboy, I've been dealing with him, you know what I'm saying, since 2011, 2012, when I came back from Afghanistan. He reached out to me on Facebook and we've been locked in. My homeboy, One Shot King, Shot Town Down for Life. That's what his merch is. We were supposed to link up when I was in Chicago, but with me running back and forth, we didn't get a chance to link up. So I told him I was going to go ahead and rock some shit that he sent me. Like, he sent it
Oh,
like
that's
overnight.
hard. That's
Give him a little shout out real quick. You know what I'm talking about?
let me
Yes,
see.
yes, sir.
Oh, sure.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah, that bitch.
With
Man.
That shit clean, man.
Yeah, that's our you know, on the Chicago flag, you know, we got the four 6-point stars with the blue and white, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
he
I
be
seen that. I was
doing
like,
it.
Where'd you find this?
He be
you
doing
know what
it.
I'm saying? I needed that right there. So yes, man. Awesome. Yeah. So thank you. I want to give a big thanks to Trap for coming. Oop, nope, not that one. I want to give a big thanks to Trap. Thank you to Goose the Prophet and Steve G, aka Diz Riz, and thank you for everybody in the comment section as well for coming through, holding it down as well. It's been a blast. I really do. You gave us some great questions and threw some curveballs as well as some of that great knowledge, man. I really do appreciate you. And thank you to everybody who slid their finger across that like button to support the stream. I really do appreciate you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I guess we out of here, man. Until next time, man. Y'all take it easy.